Hello twin flames, welcome to my channel and welcome to a daily energy check. I hope you guys are doing great. I was planning to do a divine masculine read today, but I changed my mind for a few reasons. One of them is, I have this wonderful face painting that somebody did for me at an event, and I got inspired with a more of a magical vibe and just wanted to see what we have. Like, I have this energy, more of an elemental energy coming into the read today, and I hope you will share that space with me, and this will be interesting and will be beneficial to you. So we'll go with the regular read. I did bring the love oracle though, so we will finish up with messages in love for each of the twins. And yeah, let's go with the reading. I will start with an oracle message from the Whispers of the Ocean. Speaking of which, I have started publishing my videos for the November horoscopes on the Mindful Bamboo channel. And I do plan to continue publishing them this week. So essentially they're supposed to come out by beginning of November. All of them will be published. And a reminder, of course, about the sweepstakes. So all you need to do is be subscribed to the channel and leave at least 5 comments under the videos. You will be entered into the sweepstakes and have a chance to win a free personal reading with me. You have time till end of October, and I will announce the winners on the weekend of 2nd and 3rd of November. All right, we will use this card, of course. So feminines, your card is Unexplained Wonder, number 44, wink wink. Magical blessings and miracles are occurring in your life. All your prayers are answered now. Beautiful. Isn't that what you want to hear? Do we need to do anything else in this video, in this reading? But I like my face painting too much, so I'm gonna continue. Turns out you're never too old for face paint. I love it. Number 38 for the masculines. Shedding the old. There is a change coming your way, like it always does for the masculines, right? Cultivate a sense of adventure, so you will be able to see these new prospects. Cultivate a sense of adventure. Yeah, so this is the ultimate idea of welcoming changes in our life, because our brain's automatic reaction is panic, is stress, because we don't necessarily, our brain doesn't like change. Let's put it simply. And to the brain, it's a reaction because essentially we don't have enough information, right? And that means that could be potentially dangerous situation. And the goal of our brain is to protect us, so that's what it's doing, right? But it doesn't mean that change is always bad. And this is the part where we're supposed to have that awareness and bring more of that excitement and sense of adventure, even like this card was saying, so that you can actually, so that you don't create resistance to change, so you can welcome these new opportunities, right? And let's be honest, for the dreams that you have, the dreams are big, so that essentially by definition means that will create, that for those dreams and wishes to come true, there will need to be a change in your life of some sort, maybe multiple changes, right? So it all makes sense if you think about it, right? Just need to prepare yourself more consciously for that space. So Messenger of Earth at the bottom of the deck. This is Knight of Pentacles in the regular deck. Yeah, basically it's all about making progress, even if it's baby steps, even if it's just about the attitude. A lot of times when we speak of progress or we think about it, we think about taking actions and just going, right? But if you really think about it, then the subtle changes that may not be noticeable to other people around us sometimes make the most difference, especially if it's around our mental health, self-care, maybe cleaning up your space, something like that, that I guess will be visible. But again, if you live by yourself, maybe nobody else will know, right? The world will not know. It's for you. You're doing it for yourself. But it's just as important as would be like a big marketing launch or something of your product. 5 of Wands, you see, this is like other people and what they think and what they see, what it looks like. It's not about that really. So feminines, your energy today is King of Water clarified by the Empress. Very interesting combination, right? So there is a lot of compassion, I would say, to the situation in hand, or there should be at least, you know, that so that you can really have that Empress self to come out, you know, because if we are too much in our head, then, and you know, I'm not necessarily saying that you're judgmental, maybe there's a legit, you know, bad color to the situation, but it's important to transmute that energy, right? To transform it, right? To have some kind of closure and peace at the end of it, right? And that comes with emotional intelligence, being able to zoom out and be more strategic or more objective about the situation. And that will help you stay in the Empress energy, which is what we want, right? At the end of the day, whatever the factors are in our life, we don't want them to dim our sparkle, as they like to say, you know, to be able to create blockages for our energy flow, for us to express ourselves creatively, with the nurturing that we have in us, you know, and with the passion actually that we have within us. For the masculines, we see the 4 of Air clarified by Queen of Cups. Again, the cups come in, but it's very interesting because we saw King of Cups for the feminine and Queen of Cups for the masculine. To me, it only emphasizes this compassion quality towards others that may be different from you. Of course, it can be just simply that you're a feminine energy and they're masculine, right? And you're different in that way. And I don't mean it in a bad way. I mean that, yeah, physiologically and psychologically there are differences in our energy, in the way we function in the world, the feminine and masculine energy. But this is like an example of showing compassion towards an energy or a person that's different from you fundamentally, right? So you may not necessarily understand fully what they do, why they do it, but you still can show compassion to their choices in life and to the life that they live. But here the main one is 4 of Air. So it's about being in peace. It's about being still. And I would say especially so for divine masculines, if you are annoyed or upset about something your feminine has done or the choices that they're making, right? If you're very emotional, if you don't understand, if it seems like it's a block for you or for the relationship, right? Then it will help to go into the space of peace and stillness, where then through this emotional intelligence and connection, you will be able to get the answers that you're seeking, to understand better and to, you know, to be able to feel, like to show that empathy to the person, to be able to step into their shoes. The additional question for today. Ace of Fire, clarified by 7 of Swords. So this is the drive that we sometimes have that pushes us towards actions in our life. And it can feel really good in the moment, especially if it's supported by people around us, right? There's like this herd mentality of like, yeah, we're all doing it. Yeah, everybody signed up for this, so I did as well, right? But it's not always the healthiest choice. So it's more about, like, this to me is energy of peer pressure or pressure of the moment to take a certain step. What do the feminines need to know about it? 6 of Water clarified by 10 of Cups. Yeah, so feminines, to me, this is what I'm sensing immediately is the twin flame journey in its essence. So you may be driven to take a certain action just because this is what the book says, quote unquote. on how the journey is supposed to go. This is what your mentor told you, or that was their story. You know, you've been participating in a lot of conversations and maybe following a lot of readers that you already picked up on some patterns, some general knowledge, right? How this journey works, how the dynamic between the feminine and the masculine works, right? And you may be taking certain steps out of that understanding rather than out of your personal discernment. So there's nothing wrong with it necessarily, but these cards are asking you to dive deeper into your own soul, your own heart space, to feel what will bring you that 10 of Cups, you know, right now in your own reality, you know. And I'm not saying like leave your masculine behind. This is just about you. This is not even about that. This is more like you are writing the book for your story, right? So you don't necessarily need to repeat the steps that other people have taken. Even if they worked for them, it doesn't automatically mean that they will work for you, or that they will work right now. So personal discernment is still primary. For masculines, we see, wow, also 10 of Cups, so there's a synchronicity, clarified by 8 of Wands. Masculines are maybe trying to get to the happiness and emotional fulfillment through logical steps, right? Or again, through doing what other people have done. Especially with this card, it reminds me of the battlefield of the war. You know, it's like you're learning from maybe your friends' relationships that have worked well, and you're like, okay, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Maybe your friend is actually talking you into it. It's like, here, you see, this is what worked for me, go for it. And again, it could be good advice. But the most important part is to understand whether this is what feels right now. This is what feels in alignment with your heart space, with your energy flow, right? So if anything, ask your higher power, ask your guides to support you. You always have these entities that want to help, but you need to ask for it explicitly, right? And to ask your questions that you need answers to. And that's going to be much better than just going with a visible kind of like guidance, good advice, you know, expert opinion, but it may not actually work well in your circumstances. And you might lose hope even more, you know, it might get you into a deeper desperation at the end. Message in love for the feminines, the separation. Me seeing you, sadness, thinking about you, yearning, unsure of future. Yeah, so to me, this has to do with what I was just talking about, with the steps that the feminine takes towards union. Because that's what it says in a good book, and because, you know, I'm missing my person and I want to be with them, so that becomes like a forefront priority in life. But know that separation, or yeah, they like to say that separation is an illusion, which is true if you think of the energy space, of course. But also, separation is, when it happens, it's a natural way. It's a, you know, even from quantum physics, you can explain it. It's a natural way of resetting the individual energies of each of the twins, right? And being able to learn on your own, right? To grow, to pick up certain lessons, so then you can integrate them together. So you can come together and build something beautiful, something happy, something successful, right? Separation happens when there is no tolerance of the, what's it called? The disturbance in the force, so to speak, right? With the low vibe energies of each individual. And that happens for a reason, not to create more pain, more struggle, right? So if that's what comes up in your connection, naturally go with it. And that's, I mean, I know it may sound a little extreme, but that's also something to be grateful for, to express that gratitude for, that you are getting that safe space and time to do the work, and for your person, for your partner to be able to do the work on their end. X for the masculines. Breakup, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, abandonment. So also separation, right? Could be silent treatment. When it comes to silent treatment, of course, every situation is different. So see for yourself, divine masculines, whether it's necessary or not. But I would just say that separation, even if there was some kind of an argument between the two of you, doesn't necessarily mean, you know, it's supposed to give you time and space to get back to center, right? And to do more integration and personal growth. It's not a space to make the other person feel bad about it. You know, like, okay, I'm gonna show them, I'm not gonna respond to any of their messages, and that will show them, or that will, you know, hurt them. I know that, right? Like, not taking this kind of actions as an action of spite, but following your heart space and what feels good. And sometimes we are in a space where we don't really want to talk to anyone at all, and maybe even more so the person who we still feel is like responsible for all the hard feelings that we have, right? So that could be the healthiest choice you may make for yourself. But if you are doing silent treatment with your partner, just try to understand where is that coming from, or whether it's just you trying to get at them, right, to hurt their feelings so that they hurt as much as you do. And it may not sound as bad when you think it, or you just like go with it, but now that I've said it out loud, you have a chance to hear it, right? And is that what you want for your person? I don't think so. Okay, we're gonna leave it here. I hope you enjoyed this, guys. If so, don't forget to like the video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. There's a good chance I'm gonna do a divine masculine read tomorrow, so stick around for that. Of course, check out the latest Mindfully Awake episode. This one was on karmic cycles and generational karma, which I feel it was very, very powerful. So check that out in the Mindfully Awake playlist, and I put a link in the description box below. Until next time.